Hello everyone, welcome back to the Essential SQL series. Today we are going to learn about logical operators. What are these logical operators? These are usually the conditions where we use a combination of more than one uh, comparison operators so that we can get more filtered results, more refined results. So these operators are AND. If you are giving two different conditions and you want both of them to be satisfied, or more than that, and is used. If you want to give multiple conditions and you want to see at least one of those conditions satisfied, then you use or. And not is used when you want to exclude only maybe one particular instance so that you can exclude only that one. Is operator works more like equal to. Like is used in combination with wildcard character so that you can do a partial string match. In operators is used when you want to compare a list of values and fetch data with more than one values being satisfied. Between is when you want to search data within a range of values, and is null is used to check if the value is null or not. And here one more thing, how to use and or not and not. So when you are using these conditions, as you know, the results usually only return true or false, false being 0, true being 1. So let's say if you're giving two conditions, if both the conditions are satisfied as true, only then you get the output of and as 1. So you can see 1 and 1 here as 1. In any other case, if one of the condition returns false, 1 and 0, 0 and 1, or both zeros, the output is also always going to be false. Or is almost the opposite of that, any of the conditions returning true. So 1 and 0, 0 and 1, 1 and 1, you will always return a true. Only if all the conditions are false, then you will return a false, which is here. And the opposite of is not, opposite of not is. So opposite of true being false, false being true is implied in this table. Now let's see this in practice for better understanding. So let's start with employees table again. Let's see the data. Let's say I want to see someone who's a sales manager from Calgary. So we know there is only one employee here, but let's see that in practice. First name, last name, title, city, from. Since I'm going to use two conditions, I will say title equal to sales manager and city, let's keep it in capital, equal to Calgary. So you can see you have only one name which is satisfying both the conditions. Similarly, let's say if I'm using or in place of and here, you will see the result to be different. So if it is a sales manager or if it is Calgary, all the results are output here. So here only in and there was only one, both the conditions supposed to be satisfied, but when we are using or, any one of the conditions satisfying, you will get the output. And then let's look at not. It's more like not equal to. So let's take the example of Calgary again. From employees where city is not Calgary. So you can see the output is the same as not equal to. And if you want to say the same thing with is, sorry, my bad, you can see only Calgary. Now let's look at like. This is an important one. Okay, let's say we want to look at playlist for this one. You can see in the data you have multiple types of playlist, and I want to see all the playlists that start with a certain character. So let's say I want to see all classicals. I'll go back to my editor. So if I use a percentile character, it will consider it as multiple characters to be taken. So you can see all classical. But let's say I want to use only one character. Let's try with this. So I'm going to use music here. So as you can see, classical, you have multiple characters. But when I say music and underscore, so let's say mus. Yeah. If I run, I'll not get any output because it is taking only one character and there are two more characters left. So when I do music and underscore, it returns music. So that's the use of underscore and percentile character in like. Then let's say I want to use in. I'm using like let's say music and movies. So make sure that it is first enclosed in brackets and then in single quotes, separated by comma. So when execute, you can see both movies and music are covered. And I can use this with not, and when I say not in, it will return everything except music and movies. And you can see here it is 90s music, that is why it is still included. Okay, let's look at between. So since this is for demo purposes, I'll just use a standard range of some playlist IDs. Playlist where playlist ID between, let's say 5 and 10. So all playlist number between 5 and 10 should come up, inclusive of what I have given here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have is null. So employees where reports to is null. So as you can see, Andrew Adams reports to null in the data. Okay, so I recommend you continue to practice this one because this is going to be very helpful in the future. That's it for the video. Thank you.